Welcome all to my top 8 90s Nickelodeon shows. Why top 8? Because fuck you, that's why. And let's get started with the list! Yay! Number 8 is Rocket Power, simply because, it's about extreme sports, and kids love that shit. Kids love extreme sports. I love this cartoon. It's not as good today, since I grew older, and the 4th graders doing these sports are kind of ridiculous, but kids doing extreme sports, and the cast, not the main cast, but except Twister. The cast is hilarious. The secondary characters are what really made the show, plus Twister made the show. There was Eddie, Prince of the Netherworld, Mackenzie, Tito with all his lame-ass sayings, and Lars's group, and that one guy who could never understand. Pie, I think his name is, or Spud, I don't know. He's like, this show had everything, and the random humor. Twister was my favorite character, and he's just dumb, and that's hilarious. And it had life lessons, mainly Otto doing stupid shit, and Reggie and Sam being like, yo, stop doing stupid shit. And that's why this gets the number 8 spot. A lot of people don't like this cartoon, but I think it deserves a spot on this list. Number 7 is SpongeBob SquarePants. The older SpongeBob SquarePants, before the movie, because we don't talk about what happened after the movie. Anyway, this started 1999, I'm pretty sure, 1998. Old SpongeBob was hilarious, It had the characters, Patrick, SpongeBob, Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, and Plankton, I guess, even though, fuck Plankton, I don't know. But yeah, it had the characters, it had the atmosphere, it had the music, the Hawaiian feel and shit. There's fucking sea creatures under the sea. SpongeBob and Patrick were probably gay for each other. Everyone loved how dumb Patrick was. Squidward, them pissing off Squidward was hilarious. My favorite episode, I think, would have to be either the one where Squidward goes into the future. That one's hilarious. Or the Doodle Bob, that one. But, this cartoon, it was hilarious before, well, Number 6 is Doug. This cartoon is different from the other cartoons. And I just realized something. All the music in this cartoon, I'm pretty sure none of the music had actual instruments. It was all people, doing yeah. And this cartoon, I loved it because Doug's imagination would just run wild. He would always have a Scrubs moment where he'd imagine a different outcome to things. And the Quail Man episodes were my favorite by far. Skeeter was hilarious. He was like, and Doug's crush on Patty, and it was something all 6th graders can relate to. Not really, but yeah. And Roger, and all the characters had different colors. It was unique. That's what made it so special. And it was just, I don't know how to describe it. I guess honky. Yeah, that's right, honky, because Honker Burger, remember that place? Anyway, this is number 6. Number 5 is Rocko's Modern Life. I never enjoyed a cartoon with animals as much as this one. And there was so much shit they got away with this cartoon. I did not realize this until I watched it recently. How many, jokes and stuff they got away with. But it's still hilarious. It's more hilarious now than it was when I was a kid. And just all the characters are amazing. Heifer, Rocko was to me, but the other characters really made the show, like in Rocket Power. But Filbert by far is my favorite character. My favorite episode is when he gets married to Paula Hutchison. And the good thing about this cartoon is the characters actually undergo change throughout the series. There's not each episode is something random. Well, sometimes it is, but sometimes they actually go through change. Like when Heifer finds out he's adopted by wolves, or yeah, Filbert getting married, or him having kids, and all of that. And the interactions between the characters were hilarious, and it was just, the voice acting was superb. Tom Kenny as Heifer, yeah, this show didn't really teach any life lessons. Really, it was just funny. That's what made the show for me. It was just hilarious. So yeah, Rocko's Modern Life gets number 5. Number 4 is All That. Now, there's this show called So Random. It's a piece of shit compared to this show. This show started it all. This was the first comedy show that I got exposed to, I'm pretty sure. Similar to SNL. And in my opinion, I enjoy this better than SNL. It had the, cast of kids. It gave kids a chance to act. That's where a lot of people got their start. This is where Kenan Thompson got his start. And this show provided opportunities for people. It was, like I said, it was the first comedy show I got exposed to. And I think back in this day, they actually had live studio audiences. Shocking, I know. Instead of a laugh track. I don't know. But The cast was amazing. Even when they changed the cast, like Amanda Bynes got her start on this show, and even when they changed the cast, it was still good in my opinion. Even when they changed it, like it just still held up. The comedy was still there. It had all these different sketches and like skits or whatever. It was just amazing overall, and I enjoyed it. I wish I could find like episodes of this now, but it's really hard to find. Number 3 is Keenan and Kel. This was the best comedy duo in the 90s. Keenan and Kel was the first sitcom I've ever seen. It introduced me to sitcoms. I don't like sitcoms at all. Like I only like 3 sitcoms: this, Drake and Josh, and Fresh Prince. And this, in my opinion, is the thing that is just the best sitcom of the 90s besides Fresh Prince. But yeah, this was just amazing. Like Keenan and Kel, just their chemistry was perfect. It's a shame that they don't do stuff now. And Kel's stupidity with Keenan's smart, like crazy ideas was hilarious. And I like how this is like the only black comedy with like a token white guy. Most black comedies don't have token white guys. Chris Potter, that guy who owns Rigby's. And it was hilarious how Keenan would just like leave work all the time. And the messes they like it was just good fun. It was funny. Like it was fun to see how Keenan and Kel would like get into these messes and how they would get out. And I love seeing Kel piss off Keenan's dad. It was just hilarious overall. This is like one of the best sitcoms ever made in my opinion. Number 2 is Rugrats. Yes, Rugrats is number 2, not number 1. Everybody loves this cartoon. I've not met a single person that says Rugrats is a terrible cartoon. All of the episodes were good, every single one of them. And the saddest episode ever was Mother's Day one with Chucky's mom. Oh my gosh, that was the first loss I've ever experienced in my life. It was Chucky's mom, because we didn't even know what happened to her, and then we find out that that happened. And this episode had all the characters, like you could relate, because I could relate because I was a little kid. I was like only like 2 years older, 3 years older than them. It was just, and like all the adventures they go on and the imaginations they'd have, and just like all the crazy shit that they did, like Tommy in the grocery store when he messed that shit up, like, and the whole grocery store got like taken down just because he wanted a box of cereal. That was hilarious. And there's a lot of things that babies go through, potty training and all that shit. Like, and Chucky was older than 2 years old, I think, and so we had to deal with that shit first. And it was just, even the TV movies were amazing. Even not the TV movie. Well, I think it had some. The movies were amazing. Even Baby Dill, I was fine with that. Kimmy, even, no problem. But then it all went downhill when All Grown Up happened. Rugrats, we miss you. And now, it's time for number 1. What could be better than Rugrats? You're about to find out. Number 1 is Crypto the Super. I'm just fucking with you. It's actually Hey Arnold. That's right. Hey Arnold is the best 90s Nickelodeon show of all time. In fact, maybe the best cartoon of all time. Reason being, all of the characters, that's right, every single one of the characters you meet has their own episode. Even Iggy, even fucking this guy. No one remembers this guy. And he has his own episode. Each character has their own episode. You learned life lessons. Like, every single episode at least taught you a life lesson. You got scared even. The Halloween episode scared the shit out of me. Like, with the headless cabbie, that shit, yeah, that scared me. And just like all the lessons, every single character had a different personality. The kids were actually voiced by kids. That's right. Where do you see a cartoon where the kids are actually voiced by kids and not like 30-year-old women? But yeah, this show had authenticity. That's the perfect word to describe it. And it was like Arnold living in the Bronx. He had the diversity. His best friend's black. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And just it was just perfect. Like, I can't find a flaw with it. The animation got better. It had 6 seasons. Too bad I didn't get that final movie, the Jungle movie, but And just so many things about this movie. And they got away with stuff too in this show, like weed jokes, and just like they say crap a lot. This is like one of the only cartoons where they said crap. Like, that's just amazing. And whenever Arnold's voice actor went through puberty, they just got a new voice actor, but they still had the old voice actors do voices for like Wolfgang and Ludwig. And just this cartoon is just amazing. Life lessons, hilarious. So many funny characters. Just everything. More cartoons need to be like this. We need to stop having these stoner cartoons like fucking Adventure Time and Flapjack. Those were just terrible. They don't teach you any lesson. Hey Arnold taught you life lessons and was hilarious. Not many cartoons can do that nowadays. So Hey Arnold, to me, is the best 90s show on Nickelodeon of all time. Maybe even the best cartoon of all time. And I am proud to say that I grew up with this cartoon. And I'm going to show it to my kids and my grandkids. And they're going to fucking love it or I'm going to kill them. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is my top 8 list of Nickelodeon 90s shows. Hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later. Have a great day.